How's everybody doing? My name's Mike, and we got Miss Lilly hanging out on place. We also got Mr. Arlo hanging out on his place, and we got my dog Roots hanging out on his place. Good job, buddy. So there is a reason that we use these beds for training. So if you have a house that has more than one dog in it, you are going to need to have beds just like this for your dog. So in this home, these two dogs are housemates. They were having a lot of issues that come from free roaming. And what I mean is that is from the dogs being able to walk around the home as they please and jump on the couch, do things like that. That's going to cause all kinds of issues. That's going to make a lot of the dogs actually look out the window and start barking at things. And they're going to get very excited in a home like that. And anytime they get excited, they're going to bark, lunge, or bite. So excitement 9 times out of 10 is always the thing in the home that you're fighting with the dogs. You want them to be calm. Mr. Arlo is a very dominant dog. He's doing good, but he's a very dominant dog. So a place actually helps him. He starts to actually trust me more when he sees, if you don't know what place is, that's a bed that we put them on, and we instruct them to stay on, and they can't get off of it until we give them a command, and then they can leave the bed. So this is gonna help dogs in all sorts of ways. It helps dogs who are dominant, dogs who are anxious. It helps them see that when they're on place, I'm not just going to go up to them and mess with them a whole bunch. We're just going to kind of let them be. If they're doing real good, we'll say, good girl, good place, good job, girl. But we don't want to give them too much because they could get very excited, and then she could want to hop off a place just from me petting her. And him, where he's at right now, he's so dominant, I wouldn't even try to pet him right now. He may just try to growl at me, which will lead to me to correcting him. So for now, all I do is kind of just let him lay on his bed, and he sees that, you know, I'm not doing anything to mess with him. That's his spot. He gets to own that bed. That's like a piece of furniture that is actually his. So that way they're not getting on the couch and owning the couch. Hey, girl, hey. That way they're not owning the couch and stuff like that. They have their own piece of furniture. You can see each dog has their own bed, and whatever dog comes into my home, they get that bed for the 3 weeks. They're not going to be switching beds with the other dogs. That can actually cause problems, fights, stuff like that. So if you have more than one dog in your home, you're going to definitely need to be using place. And even if you have one dog, you need to be using place. And this is the command that really helps dogs the most. Dogs really need, let me explain it this way. There are dogs that are trained and untrained. The biggest difference you're going to see is this command is place and also heel. So I can tell you, if somebody says they have a trained dog, but the dog cannot heel and the dog cannot do what all 3 of these dogs are doing right now, which is the place command, if they cannot do those 2 things, they are not a trained dog. And if they can do these 2 things, then I assure you, you are going to be able to get them to sit and lay down with time. But heel and place are some of the biggest things for dogs. That's really what's going to give you control of them outside when they're walking at your heel versus being in front pulling. So if you have multiple dogs in your home, you're definitely going to need to use place, and that's how you're going to keep your home calm and not have chaos constantly in your home, and let the dogs decide what's going to happen in your home. Dogs are pretty peaceful when they're not hunting or traveling. They're just hanging out, relaxing. They are not going wild on each other when they're when they're hunting in a pack, or when they're relaxing in the pack. This is what they do, is they relax. And again, the dogs we're training in our house, they're always serious cases. So these dogs had serious issues. People bring them to me because they have serious issues, and this really cleans up a lot of what's going on. And again, they come off of it all the time. They're either in the crate, or they're on their place, or they're at my side at heel, or they're doing the routine right here in the middle of the room with me. So the dog's either working, relaxing on place, relaxing in the crate, being fed in the crate, or going outside with me to the bathroom 3 to 4 times a day. So the dogs actually have a very busy day. If you're using these tools right, the dogs have a very, very busy day that they can stay very entertained with. They're coming on and off of place constantly to be worked with, and to also go in and out of their crates, to go in and out of the house, and they have a very fulfilled day. So if you have more than one dog, you're definitely going to need beds like this. As you can see them just relaxing, you're definitely going to need beds like this to keep your dogs calm. And this is also how, as you can see, multiple dogs get along. You know, I bring these dogs in my home. This is how we maintain distance and separation from them in the home. They still communicate with each other. You know, they're still in the same room. They can see each other. They can hear each other. They can smell each other. And they still are communicating with each other. Dogs communicate through eye contact, through body language. So they're communicating, learning from each other, copying behavior that happens in a home where you're having dog training issues. They copy that behavior from one another. So it also works to your advantage. If you have good behaviors happening, now the dogs will start to learn by observation, just by watching each other. So if you've watched my other videos, even with these dogs, working them on and off a place, you introduce it gradually, and then we start doing a short amount of time, and then we start lengthening that time, getting more and more duration as they go. So as you can see, they're doing a very good job. They're doing exactly what they're supposed to. Good girl. Good job, Lily. Good boy, Arlo. Good place. Good boy. Good job, Roots. Good place. So anytime they're doing what they're supposed to do, we reward them with an attaboy, and that's what we use instead of a treat. That lets them know that they're doing exactly what we want them to do. Good job, guys.